naysayer saying, quote, keep talking about my squad, our personnel ages, the way he plays, he stays injured, we're past our time in this league, etc., etc., etc. Do me one favor, please. And I mean please. Keep that same narrative energy when it begins. That's all I ask. Well, he did delete it. Shannon, are you surprised that he tweeted this and then deleted it?
I am surprised that he deleted Skip. I wish he'd left it up there. But it's hard, Skip, when you have that many followers for you to tweet something out. The moment you tweet something out, anybody of prominence, somebody gonna take a screenshot of it. Because a lot of times, Skip, I might tweet something, I'm like, damn, I misspelled that, or I wanted to say this. And I try to, and somebody will send it right back to, I'm like, bro, I just made a mistake in what I wanted to say.
Don't hit send.
So, Skip, sometimes when you tweet it, your mind,
I got
think it's going faster than your mind. But, Skip, it's fair criticism. Anthony Davis has been injury prone. 2 of the last 3 seasons, LeBron James has missed at least 20 games. That's fact. That's not conjecture. That's not innuendo or speculation. That's fact. Russell Westbrook missed time last year with the Wizards. He missed time with the Rockets. He's missed time with knee and hamstring injuries. Those are facts. Last I checked, Melo is 37. LeBron's going to be 37 in December. Dwight's 35. Their ages, that's fact. Now, the question is, can you stay healthy and prove this narrative that you guys are past your prime and you guys can't do it? But what everybody said about your ages is true. Anthony Davis has been injury prone. That's true. LeBron, you've missed 20 games at least in 2 of the last 3 years when you've never missed that in the previous 15, 16 years. So, I mean, I don't get what he's upset about. Now that, okay, I see that. Okay, let me I'm in the lab. I'm getting that work in. AD getting that work in. We just gonna go out here and do what we do. And at the end of the day, we'll see.
So if you had been LeBron James, you would have stood by what you did.
Yeah, it's up there. I stand on it.
So why do you believe in the end that he did something that he rarely, if ever, does? I don't know if he's ever done this. He is not a tweet deleter, to my knowledge, right?
He did it one time when he tweeted something about what transpired in Ohio with the young lady.
All right.
So he tweeted, but it's not often.
That's true. That is true.
It's not often.
Yeah, okay. But he's not a tweet deleter on basketball issues, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
So why do you think he deleted it?
Skip, I have no idea. I have none.
Okay. My first thought was that it came across as a little too thin-skinned, a little too KD-ish, because KD is always like, how dare you? You know, like, you. I'm calling you out even before the fact.
And remember, Skip, the situation that when he went to Miami, he was the villain and everything that somebody said, he took a mental note of, okay, this is what you said on this day.
Yep.
Okay, when I win the title, I'm going to get you. This is what you said on that day. Okay, I win the title, I'm going to get you. So it comes off as like, he's taking notes. He's taking names. So everybody that says something, hey, what were you talking in July? Weren't you talking in early August about what transpired? I don't hear nothing. Now it's June.
So I must say that I actually liked the deleted tweet. I liked the construction of it. I liked the impact of it. I liked the way he did it because he said, keep talking about my squad, our ages first. Then the way he plays, that has to be Russ that he's talking about.
Yes.
He stays injured, that has to be AD. It has to be. So you're naming him without naming him, obviously.
Right.
We're past our prime. That's more about LeBron. Well, it's LeBron and Melo.
Yes.
I'll give you both of those. And then I liked it. It built up to a crescendo at the end. Do me one favor, please, all caps. I mean, please, probably don't need that line, but again, he's emphasizing keep that same narrative energy, all caps. How many times do you tell me that on this show? I want that same energy on Monday, right? Okay, you tell me that almost every Friday on this show. I want that same energy. That is correct. That's all I ask. Hashtag thank you, which is sarcastic, obviously. And then he has to add the crown, and I'm not sure what he's the king of anymore.
You do
He's
know
not the king of the NBA.
Yes.
He's not even the king of LA.
He's still the king.
Really?
Who the king of LA?
Well, Kawhi Leonard is. and by the way, he did, congratulations, Kawhi, re-signing with the Clippers. And I assume
they said he was going to resign. He hadn't resigned yet.
He will, and I believe he'll be back by April, maybe May, and they just might make a run because they're all back.
All I know is he's very snakish, and we'll talk about this a little later.
He can be very snakish. We saw that in San Antonio.
But Skip, the thing is that if you think about it, is Carmelo Anthony not 37?
Yeah.
Has AD not been injured prone?
So you're saying all these are valid criticisms that he's responding to?
Yes.
Okay, even if they are, he chose this roster. At least he co-signed on this roster.
Yes.
So in the end, my ultimate takeaway has to be that he lost some conviction. I always tell you, have the courage of your convictions. Whatever you believe,
that's why when I tweeted,
stand by it.
Yeah.
Stand by it. Put it right out here in the middle of this table and live with it.
Right.
Own it.
Yeah.
And own it all the way through the weekend until Monday.
Right.
And if you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm never wrong, but I never have to.
You're wrong.
Okay,
you're wrong.
right. So the point is, it comes across as he didn't have the courage of his conviction. Ultimately, he didn't completely believe what he was tweeting about. I think it comes down to, can you really trust Russell Westbrook on this stage? As you pointed out, Russell's been on big stages. He ain't been on this stage.
Yeah, a whole different animal.
He hadn't played beside that guy or that other guy, for that matter.
Right.
He hadn't played beside those guys.
There have been very few players that can stand next to LeBron. Kyrie was able to do it.
He did.
D. Wade was able to do
it.
Anthony Davis, his first year there. But there's not, Skip, I mean, we've seen guys that have a specific role, and that's all you got to do is, and LeBron passing the ball, and they act like they ain't never seen a basketball.
For all of Russell Westbrook's triple-double greatness, he played in Oklahoma City, very small market. Houston, which is it's a big market, but it doesn't feel that big to me.
In D.C.
In D.C., okay?
With no expectations.
With no expectations, right?
Russell has not had expectations since Kevin Durant left and went to Golden State. That was the last time he had expectations. Nobody thought that Russell was taking OKC to the NBA Finals. Nobody thought James Harden and Russell Westbrook were going to the NBA Finals. Nobody thought Russ and Bradley Beal were going to the NBA Finals. Now, Skip, there's a real expectation that this team is coming out of the West. That's what anything less than that.
I agree.
Getting to the NBA Finals.
Fox Bet says they're coming out of the West.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Fox Bet has the Nets a slight favorite to win it all over the Lakers.
Right.
I would make them an even more than slight favorite to do that. But the Lakers are favored to win the West. And LeBron, I believe, at the last second, he hit send. And I don't know how long it was before he deleted, but I think he
had... It don't
had...
matter, screen grab.
Okay? But he had a second thought like, man, do I really trust Russ to live up to this tweet? Because I don't know that he knows he can trust him.
If they're healthy, they'll be there. If they're healthy, they'll be there.
If the Clippers are healthy, they will be
Clippers
there.
ain't going nowhere.
Well, they were going someplace last year.
At some point in time, Skip, I thought y'all had next. When is next?
Well, they had it
y'all
last
had
year.
next, after next, after next.
Well, Joe Ingles took away next.
There you go. Now you play. Don't do that,
He
Skip.
did. He bumped Kawhi off stride, and he hit a little...
Okay, what about the year before when y'all was up 3-1? Who did that? That was Doc's fault.
Ty Lue switched that all around. He changed all that. And I still love Doc Rivers, but they needed a new voice. They got a new voice, and they were on an incredible roll. It's one of the great roles in playoff
how about
history.
This here? While you talking about AD, and you talking about Russ, and you talking about LeBron's help, what about your guy?
Yeah, what about
You know Kawhi got them shaky knees now. His knees like my hip.
I got it. But I am told that he came out great from the surgery and that it was not that serious as it could have been, where it's not going to be a whole lost year over this surgery. That's what I was told.
But see, that's what you're told if that was a normal person. If that was a normal NBA player. What do we know about him? You said the guy had a little thigh bruise and missed 72 games.
Well, that's because he wanted out. Okay? All right? On paper, the Clippers are better than the Lakers.
They ain't on no paper.
Yes, they are.
You Skip, every year you talk about that on that paper. You must have been using that whiteout. You remember tight right, Skip? You remember your class at the time where you had that whiteout?
I never used it.
Yeah, you did.
I never used it. I never did. I swear I never did it. I don't even know how you use it.
You do know you
don't.
First of all, they used to have the whiteout liquid, and they used to have paper that you could tape over it and it'd take the work. But that's never here. That's not here no day. That was a long time ago. I ain't been on the typewriter since high school.
Well, you're older than I am, so you know that stuff.
You had that Clark Kent typewriter. You were pecking.
Hunting and pecking. I'm 100 words a minute.
You ain't no 100.
I am 100 words a minute.
You ain't been on the typewriter in years.
I have two. I'm on one every night.
No, that don't count. You talking about your keyboard, huh?
Yes. What's the difference?
There's a big difference.
There is not a big difference.
But
I'm hunt and peck when I text.
Are we really arguing about who is
But don't
typing
worry. But I tell you what, Skip, don't you worry about that.
That is true.
We're gonna put. You know what? I got a feeling that's gonna be opening night. I got a feeling that's gonna be opening night.
Huh? The Paul George Memorial opening night? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, Paul George.
Yeah.
Oh, so Paul George you got now. Okay.
Well, he did a number on you guys last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then went out like some goats. Went out like some goats.
Yeah, we got the GOAT.
No, y'all don't.
The current GOAT.
I just want to know when is it next? When is it going to be Georgetown? You talking about this Georgetown, this Kawhi Town? We got next.
Well,
He
we
got